Hi, my name is Nancy Phoebus, and I've been chosen to represent a public health advocacy group in the fight against obesity. I understand you have probably heard it all, but the fact that not much has been done tells me you haven't heard it all. I will be presenting a policy today I truly hope you will pass as a bill. Let's begin, shall we? Let's start with the following questions. What is obesity? Who does it affect? What are the risks? How can the government benefit from this? What can we, the government, do about it? As we proceed through this presentation, please, I only ask you to keep an open mind and an open heart. The first question is, what is obesity? Well, obesity is a condition that is associated with having an excess amount of body fat. Nothing's changed, the same information that we've heard throughout our lifetime. However, the next question, who does it affect? Well, technically, it affects everyone. But there is one group that does not have a voice, and for that reason, I will be their voice here today. What are the risks? We'll soon see. Obese women have an increased risk of pregnancy loss, miscarriage, compared with women of normal weight. Babies born to obese women have an increased risk of having birth defects, such as heart defects and neural tube defects. In this condition, the baby is larger than normal. This can increase the risk of the baby being injured during birth. For example, the baby's shoulder can become stuck during delivery. Microsomia also increases the risk of cesarean delivery. Infants born with too much body fat have a greater chance of being obese later in life. Having too much body fat can make it difficult to see certain problems with the baby's anatomy on an ultrasound exam. Checking the baby's heart rate during labor also may be more difficult if you are obese. Before I explain or go over the last two questions, I will now present my bill to you. My bill is called Obesity, the Silent Killer, for the same reason. To prevent this from happening, I ask you to please consider and pass this bill. Both parents, especially the mother, are to be very healthy and physically able to have this child without putting both mom and the child at risk. After pregnancy, the mother should be able to enroll in a gym where the insurance would cover the membership to help the mom lose the weight she gained during the pregnancy. This should be mandatory, and if they do not comply, they should be fined. I understand finding someone for not attending a gym to be healthier does not sound right, and you will have people complaining about it. However, I'd rather have people upset and complaining than have to learn that another unborn child died or was born with defects and will suffer for the rest of his or her life. With that said, let's move on to the last two questions. How can the government benefit from this? Here's a list. With healthier moms and babies, there will be less insurance expenses. Whereas an unhealthy mom with an unhealthy baby, the insurance company would have to cover a lot of unnecessary expenses. Let me give you an idea of what an unhealthy baby and an unhealthy mom would have to go through. Babies of overweight moms had a 3.5% chance of birth defects, a study found, the risk increased to 4.7 among babies of mothers in higher class of obesity. And the last question. What can you, the government, do about it? You could pass this bill and save many lives. You will also save money in the long run. If this bill was to pass, the mothers-to-be would be healthier in order to have a baby. This would save hundreds and thousands of dollars. Please, I urge you, pass this bill. Save lives. And in the long run, as I just mentioned, a healthier mom, a healthier child will be less money or less insurance being used and more money being saved in the long run. But we all agree that the most important thing here is saving that child and that mom. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. Bye.